from Sports Business Mag. Today we are talking with Avinash Tiwary. So first of all, let me ask you, how are you, Avinash?
I'm very good, Payal. How are you?
All good. So how do you define fitness?
Fitness. My basic understanding of fitness is strength, stamina, flexibility, endurance. These are the four aspects of fitness that I understand, and that is what it is. It's you keep building on your strength, on your endurance, on your stamina, on your flexibility, and those are the parameters for fitness as far as I'm concerned.
Great. So you're a part of this film industry. So how you manage your fitness, your work time, and your personal time?
I'm an actor. That's what I understand. My job is to be fit so that I can execute my job that is to be done. Unfortunately, my industry is responsible for people to believe that fitness is six-pack abs.
Yeah.
Though I have had that only once in my life, I don't truly believe that's what fitness means. I'm someone who loves running a lot. I run. I also do martial arts at least twice a week. When I am building on a certain kind of body, I'm hitting gym more regularly than I normally do. But I'm more of an outdoor person. I like to do activities for fitness rather than gym. Gym for me is only when I have to work on my strength or a certain body that I require for my part. That's what I do for my fitness as far as my industry is concerned.
Great. So your most appreciated role was of Majnu. And we all know you have been through a lot of transformation for it. So can you please shed some light over it?
Majnu was one part where he really had to look weak because he was, especially in the second half of the film. And I remember when we started shooting for it, just before the shoot, about 17 days before the shoot, the idea that we had was in the first half of the film, Case would be more heavier, he would be more Herculean is what my director would say at that point of time. He wanted him to be like that, so it asked me to build muscle, get in size. But when we did the look test for the second part of the film with that body, it just didn't fit right.
Yeah.
And we were just 17 days away from the shoot. And we're starting from the second half first. So I had to lose a lot of weight very drastically. I actually had to look weak in the second half. And the only right way of doing it was to not eat anything. There's no time left for doing it in the right way because there's no right way of looking weak on film. So yeah, my diet at that point, I used to do a lot of running. Apart from that, I had really come down to one egg white. This is not advisable to anyone. I join my hands and request everyone to not do this. I'm still dealing with the complexities that developed after that. Okay. So I would not request anyone to do it. But yeah, my diet at that point of time was just one egg white. I would have a chicken clear soup because I'm a non-vegetarian. I would have chicken clear soup in the afternoon, and I would have carrot and some salads by the evening. This was my only diet that I had for almost one and a half month through the process of shooting. I remember I used to only eat fruits during shoot so that I had the energy to keep doing what I had to. But I had to constantly be looking weak, so the diet had to be really low. And just for this first half, I had to start building better, and we didn't have the luxury of having this shoot for 6 months and then take a break and come back and shoot something else. It was a small film and we didn't have the luxury to do all of that. So I had to actually start, while I'm shooting for the second half, start building again for the first half. Because your face also starts really pulling down. You have to look more charming in the first half. You need to start changing your diet at least 20-25 days before you start shooting the first half. And I still remember I was given 4 days off between the second and the first half. And the only thing I did was sleep and eat. Sleep and eat.
So basically, the second half was shot before the first half.
Sorry? Yeah, I just had a 4 days break between the second and the first half.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't have any time. In fact, I was told I'll be given 10 days off, but we just had to shoot. And in fact, we started shooting the first half with the first scene that I shot for the first half. So yeah, it was a good experience. It was a learning experience also getting very aware of your own body. I truly feel the physical transformation that happened for the second half is responsible for the performance also, because I actually explored the character while I started losing weight. I started feeling differently, and only then can you really understand what this guy must be feeling, because I could only imagine, but it became more real for me because it started happening to me. So yeah, it's a great process, but I do not recommend this to anyone. It's not something right. It was done to look weak, and not so that not for vanity, right? It was for the part. That needs to be understood.
Amazing, amazing. So I have observed from your Instagram that you are very fond of shairis and poems. So basically, you're a literature person. And so my question is, which is your favorite shairi or poem, and what attracts you towards the shairi and poem things?
I can't really say that I have a favorite poet, because I like wordplay. Since my childhood, I've enjoyed wordplay. Even in personal life, I sometimes, there's a lot of wordplay, and I enjoy it. And poetry or shairi became an extension of that thing. If you're asking me, one poet, I've been listening a lot to Amar Iqbal. He's from Pakistan, and a couple of shairis that have really touched me. There's something that I just remember. I'll share it with you. It goes, "Koi sun raha ho to use main sunaऊं, koi sun raha ho to usko sunaऊं, कि सरे शाम आवारा गर्दी करने के खातिर कमरे में अपने टहलता रहा। सरे शाम आवारा गर्दी करने के खातिर कमरे में अपने टहलता रहा हूँ। मैं किवाड़ों में अटका हुआ हूँ, मैं फ्रेमों में लटका हुआ हूँ, दराजों में रखा हुआ हूँ, मैं किताबों में सोया हुआ हूँ। अगर तुम कहो तो मैं खुद को जगाऊं, कोई सुन रहा हो तो उसको सुना।" और उनकी काफी गजलें हैं, बट ये शेर मुझे याद आया, भी आपने मुझसे पूछा तो या
Okay, so just sharing it. जब भी I look at your videos of shairis and all, it was like my dream to listen some shairi from your mouth live like this. So thank you so much again.
I'm glad this happened. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your fitness goals?
Like I said, my fitness goals are making sure something that I have gained a lot of weight for the part that I'm doing right now. My last project before what I did was Ghost Stories, which is what I shot last. It came first last year, but it was the last thing I shot. And even before that, I had shot for the Girl on the Train. And if you see it, I pretty skinny in that. Bulbul, I had kind of gained some weight because he was in 1880s Kolkata. But now I'm shooting for Dongri to Dubai, which is based in Bombay, and stories on gangsters. And I have a huge belly right now, which is what is required for my part. But something that I shoot after this, which unfortunately I can't mention, but I will have to really drastically lose weight again. But that needs to be done in the right way. And so my fitness idea is very simple: maintaining my strength, stamina, endurance, and flexibility, and shaping up the body as required for my part. That for me is very sexy, to be able to have that control over your body, rather than having one consistent body and you're stuck in that space. I think we are very capable of adapting to what requires to be done. That's what an actor is, and I would like to maintain that for myself. Having said that, it has its own problems because it can affect your body. I know that the injuries that I got during Laila Majnu still have stayed because there was not enough nutrition at that point of time to make it recover myself. And it only gets worse after that. So a few things I'll probably be more aware and conscious of as I go on in life. But I don't want to lose this. I want to have that control over my body, that I can use it the way I want to. And that for me is the fitness goal. That is something that I want to be very aware of my body. I know what I eat and why I eat and when I eat. Those things become very important. Right now I am doing this part. I am really indulging in all the joys of food because I can allow myself to do it. When I get disciplined, I am very disciplined. So those things happen. Those are things that I really take great care of, and that's what fitness means to me, very honestly.
Great. So few days back, I remember you uploaded a story of doing some martial arts, if I'm not wrong. So was it about your upcoming project?
No, I've been doing martial arts since 2007-8.
Okay.
I don't really. If you see, I'm not really very active on Insta. I'm not someone who really enjoys that platform. It's good fun, but I don't treat it like a job like I see most people around me do. Yeah, but I've been doing it for a long time. Also, the stick work video that you're talking about, I actually have an injury and I'm not doing a lot of kicking these days. Okay. So I am doing a lot of stick work because I want to still keep active and still be focusing on my fitness and my endurance and my flexibility. So yeah, which is what I've been doing it for a long time. It's not something new. There are days I do it really well. There are days I'm still struggling with it because it's not been consistent. It's been on and off. 2 years I've done it. In 3 years I haven't. But I started long back, 2008.
Great. So, what is your favorite diet in general?
My favorite diet is I stay with my parents.
Okay.
And this is one thing I'm telling you. Every actor who stays with their parents, it's the most difficult thing for them to manage is their diet because you have to then start making separate food for yourself because the family is eating something else. And for a long period of time, I have cooked for my own self. But if I'm not doing that, I am indulging in home food. I love what my mom cooks, and I enjoy it thoroughly. But if you ask me what my basic diet is when I'm really focused on my diet, it's slightly protein heavy because then you want to build muscles. You want to cut down on your carbs and fats. I follow majorly a balanced diet. I'm not very comfortable with the trends that keep coming right from keto to the various diets that come in. But I do believe I do understand the logic behind intermittent fasting, and that I've been following on and off since 2017. That's something that happened quite early to me until the trend really became a trend here. But yeah, intermittent fasting was something that I started then. And yeah, those are, again, on and off. It's not something consistent. I don't believe in a disciplined life. I believe in a wholesome life. You need to know when you need to be disciplined. You need to know when you can allow yourself to indulge. And that's what I do.
Great. So the roles you play on screen really needs mental well-being, mental balance and calmness after you come back to your real life. So what all you do to balance your mental well-being?
I don't know if I'm able to balance it because people around me are always upset with me. I just recently something happened at home and my mom just said कि तुम्हें ज़्यादा गुस्सा नहीं आ रहा आजकल, ठीक है? And I know it was coming from somewhere. It's related to my work and from my part and they also understand. They point it out to me, and at times it can happen, especially because you're spending so much time home these days. Those things can come up, but I think once the project is done, it doesn't stay much with me. While it's on, I think it can happen with me at times that it can keep coming up in between. But once the project is done, you're on to the next one. It takes about 5-10 days to just loosen up, and you're back doing something else. You start prepping for something else. So yeah, it's not a baggage with me. Of course, you take few things with it. Few things do stay with you, but that's about it.
Okay, great. So as you said, you are playing a role of some gangster and all. So are we going to see Avinash in full action mode?
Well, I'm sure you're gonna see Avinash like you haven't seen one. I'm sure that I would like to believe that you will also see the story being told in a way that hasn't been told, and we have tried our best to get as real and still be as cinematic as possible. I think it will be a great time to talk about it when it's close to release, because anything right now doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But it's very exciting for me. It's something that, again, after a long time, Majnu took about 2.5 years of my life, because I committed to it literally from 2015 December, and it released in September 2018. Yeah. It was a long wait for me. It was exhausting, but I think the love that I've got from it was worth it. I wish it had reached to more people, but still it keeps going on, and the love that I've received for it was immense, and it makes it all worthwhile. And I feel Dongri, again, I committed to it on 1st of November 2019, and I don't think it will come anytime before 2022. So it's again taken a lot of time. I have not shot for anything else but that. I've been truly committed to it. I hope it's worthwhile, because it's taken a lot of effort from me. It's taken a lot of time, and I've been really truly committed to it. Fingers crossed. I really hope it reaches out to people.
Great. So the last release was Girl on the Train, and you were having 2 female co-actors. So how you think fitness is really important for females as well? 3.
Yeah. What was the question? How
you feel fitness is important for women?
Oh, I think fitness is important for everyone. Women, especially now, because there is this overall conditioning that women are not physically as strong as men. Yeah. But like I said, fitness is not only strength. Exactly. Fitness is stamina. Fitness is endurance. I don't think men have the endurance that women do. They just do not have the endurance that women do. I think most women, if I might be wrong about it, but basic sense is most women are more flexible than men are. So maybe men might be a little stronger than women, but all the 3 other parameters are much stronger for women. They are better at endurance and flexibility. And it's important for everyone, women especially now, because I know it's been only 10-12 years in my understanding in our country that women have actually started really going out and working, and we all know how tough the world outside is, and when women are new to the space, I'm sure they have to hustle a lot more, they have to deal with a lot more. And which is why it's very important that they are fit to be able to deal with it. It keeps them going. They will be in a better situation to deal with things. They have to really deal a lot more than most men have to. And for that, unless until you're really truly fit inside, it won't be very easy. So I think it's definitely important for everyone, but women should definitely be pushing through a lot more. And it's going to benefit them immensely.
Cool. So, what are your upcoming projects?
My upcoming projects, the only one that I can talk about right now is Dongri. Okay. That's the one I'm shooting, and I'm shooting till June for that one. It's a long shoot. It's been a long shoot, and I will be shooting with it till June, and then July I start something, and once I'm in a position to talk about, I shall.
For sure. So, my last question is a simple fitness message for our audience in care style.
Fitness message is: fitness is not your body. Fitness is not your physical
style of Cass, how Cass used to talk. Our on-screen Cass. I said in style of Cass, the way Cass used to talk on screen.
I'm sorry, I won't be able to do that, but I will definitely give you a message on fitness that I want to say. I really want to say that, you know, we have this life, and we have to go and do what we want to do. Our physical bodies, unless until it is fit, will not be able to do what we want to do in our lives. Fitness is not the physical appearance that you have. Fitness is strength, fitness is stamina, fitness is endurance, fitness is flexibility. I know a lot of people who look overweight but have the stamina to run marathons, have the endurance to stay and have more flexibility than I will ever even think of. So it's not just fat hai nahi. There is more to fitness. And as long as we are able to do that, we will be able to do everything that we want to do in our lives. और वैसे भी हमारी कहानी लिखी हुई है. So the only thing that you can do is make the best of everything that comes in your life, and we have this physical body that's there with us, which is connected to our mind, and fitness will be the only way to make that sync happen between our mind and our bodies, and we should do everything possible to make that happen.
Great. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Payal. Pleasure. See you.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.